wanted to understand some of the regulations in the playoffs and all of that, which I walked them through, and they were very grateful for that gesture. And so from that day, I kept a close eye on the happenings in the playoffs. And one morning, one of the gentlemen called and said, "Mr. Santi, we have qualified. We'll play in the Premier League." I said, "Hallelujah." So, Mr. Speaker, at this point, once you have actually demonstrated what is going to happen on the day, it is my singular honor, ladies and gentlemen, as we call on the Speaker to give us his acceptance speech.
So we decided to leverage on this your brand to foster democracy through football. Last year we had an exciting and a very memorable first edition. This year, following upon what happened last year, we launched successfully the second edition on Thursday, 24th July 2025. I was so proud of our team last year because we went to Washington and we won. Unfortunately, these my chief executives, they wanted to enjoy alone. So even though I was available, they were not invited. I was not invited to the party. But what is really spurring us on is the support we are having from the private sector. The private sector, particularly the companies and some public sector corporations, have been very, very, very supportive. But this year around, we've gone beyond just the support. We have a title sponsor, KGL Group Limited. And I want you to give them a loud clap, particularly to the executive chairman for accepting not only to sponsor this year, but for continuous years. We are extremely grateful. I want to assure him and the company that we'll do all it can to go beyond their expectation. We need you, the stars. And I can tell you that many places you go to, apart from the aged, and when you are talking about aged, we talk about 80 and above. From that and below, when you go anywhere and you introduce yourself that you are from Ghana, you are likely to have people around you mention names of footballers. Oh, yes. And so when I got to Libya in September 1983, and they asked of my name and I mentioned, and they were struggling to pronounce it, and they said, "Which country?" And I said, "Ghana." It was footballers. They said, "Ah, do you know do you know George Alassane? Do you know Abedi Pele?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Ah, George Alassane, he can run." You chased him, they were complaining. You went and beat them, and we won the cup that year. And he was curving the balls in from, I think, the left. Yes, from the left. And they couldn't get him. Yes, top scorer. And when they introduced the young boy, Abedi Pele, and he was in the middle with dribbling skills, you know, he still stayed. As at today, I was in Dubai recently, and one gentleman, I didn't know he was from Egypt. Immediately, I said I was Ghana. Ah! Another footballer name. And so, the way football, and particularly our legends, are marketing the country is immeasurable. But we take it as usual, the Ghanaian attitude. I don't care. That is the Ghanaian attitude. And so I'm always proud to see you and for you accepting to be part of this initiative. We are looking at the long-term impact of this competition. We're not just looking at only sponsoring and getting our clubs to go out to play. In fact, together with Premida Limited, we are trying to see how we could go to Germany to get one of the key clubs there to also engage with us like we are doing with Washington. But more importantly, we're trying to catch them young. Catch them young. And so together with parliamentary leadership, we are getting all the members of parliament to buy into this so that we can reach out to their constituencies and reach out to the Ghana Education Service to get the teachers, the physical education teachers across the country to equip them with the skills to unearth and identify football talents from the early age. Football is so technical now, not like our days, where if you miss the ball, don't miss the man. Where if the ball hits you, you get days for some time because the balls used to be heavy and you needed a lot of energy. Even though it's still a manly game, not much energy is needed now, but skills, tacts, techniques, flair, nimbleness. Those are the things that now show. And that's why very young, feline people are now, both men and women, are now leading in goal scoring and the rest. Well, you now don't need much energy. You need placement, which needs a lot of practice and skills to achieve. And so we want to go down to the basic level to start catching them young. And that will be your legacies as today's legends. They see here your names, and when they hear that you are coming, like last year, we managed to go with some of you to my constituency. Within a short time, the small investment I made there for an AstroTurf stadium. It's quite small, but now is the center of the game in the Upper West region. The numbers were great because of maintenance that I put it at the training college, the College of Education at Nadoli, so that they could handle it and maintain it. And so they are asked to charge a few fees to be able to do that. And so, in our own small ways, as we try to invest, and now we say the future of football is a women's football, that's what encouraged me to start the Sunshining Ladies, who learned the lesson. And as we always say, when you fail, we term it as first attempt in learning. That's FAIL, first attempt in learning. And when you fall and you are lying there, then you are falling. But immediately you fall and you get up, it's a tumble. You haven't fallen. And so we are back and we're preparing for the next champions. So you see us there again. It's quite an expensive venture, but it's not for the money. One of the main objectives of life, happiness. the joy and happiness you get in this game is worth more than whatever money you get from any business. That's what it's all about. And so it's not just to make money, but just to get the joy and happiness of life. So as I receive the trophy today, it's my duty, as we've been told, to reach out to the other partners. And together with the clerk and our partners here, we'll have to go to present this trophy to His Excellency the President, to my Lord the Chief Justice, to the heads of the security agencies, to the commissions. Definitely, I will be present at His Excellency's place. I may not be present at the other places, but we'll get capable men and women to go and do so for and on our behalf. We want all partners in governance of this country to be part and parcel of this program.
Please subscribe, like, and share.